Hello, welcome back to Crusader Kings 3. So, where we left off in the last episode, we are in a really good position overall. Um, we have a son who is our heir. We only have one son. So, if we look at the realm and we look at the succession, it's a Confederate partition, but we only have one person. So, everything should go to our son. If we hover our mouse over this stuff, we'll see the line of succession for those. So we're not going to lose any territory as long as we don't have another kid. So to that end, I think, because our wife is still of childbearing age, I think it is appropriate to divorce her. Just to make sure that we don't end up with any more children. Now, if we can find somebody with good stats that is older than 45-ish, we can pretty much guarantee that we're not going to have any more kids, but still get the benefit of having a spouse. So let's look at, I could look at like alliance power and see what good potential alliances I could form. But I'm so powerful compared to everybody else in my immediate vicinity that there's really no need for the alliance. So at this point, I'm just looking for some of all skills. This is good, but it's risky, just because like she has really good stats, which would benefit me if I go to, where's it at? My council. Like her stats is what gives me a little bit of bonuses to all of my stats, or I could focus on a particular stat. Um, so it's best to have really good stats on your spouse, but I can't run the risk of having another son. So I have to go down the list a little bit. I could go with this person. This does give me an alliance with this chiefdom, which is all the way over here. I'm not conquering that anytime soon. I don't think. Let's take a look, because I need, in order to become, what my next step is to become an empire, so I could start having kingdom tier vassals. And in order to do that, I need 10 more counties that are part of this empire. So they have to be within this territory. And that person is not within that territory. So I think she is a good one to choose for marriage. Let me double check. Yep. I will go ahead and marry her. I will seek the aid of the spirits and do a large offering. I did get the blessing, which is martial and prowess, which is good. All right, so I need to figure out how I'm going to, let's move these vassals over. I can usurp this duchy title, but I don't really want to necessarily. Designate a guardian. It is a daughter, so it doesn't matter that much. I will designate her that. I could negotiate alliances, but again, alliances don't really matter at this point. This person is worth 50 gold and nothing else, so sounds good. I will take the money and run with it. Let's continue focusing on upgrading our primary county, our primary holdings. Looks like we can do a little upgrading there. All right. Let's look at taking over a large chunk of territory from this person. So, can I conquer? I could subjugate. If I subjugate, so here's the problem. If I do a subjugation war, I can beat him. But he's a king and I'm a king. We're the same tier. So he will not be able to be my vassal. If I were an emperor, subjugate would be great because then all of his territory would just become mine. He would become my vassal. So I don't think at this point that is the right move. So I think I'll hold off on. Well, I might go to war with them anyway just to get a large chunk of territory. Like I might be able to claim a duchy here, and it looks like there's 3. I remember I need 10, so this could give me 3 of the 10 that I need. So I might do that just to get this, just get 3 out of 10. So I'm going to move forward with that. Becoming an emperor right now isn't as important because I'm not losing any of my territory on inheritance. I would be a little more pressed for time if I was going to be losing everything. But since that's not happening, I'm not too worried about it. Let's do that. Let's see if I get some extra prestige. Let's merge these guys up. Let's see if we can go intercept those guys. Merge this group together. March them there. Looks like I can catch them. And it said it was even, but I don't know how. Yeah. Okay, we won that. All right, who is this? This is my daughter. She can marry. Let's marry her to matrilineally. And we want somebody with traits because we want to use our bloodline's special abilities that we've gotten so far to reinforce congenital traits. So we want to breed as many traits into our lineage as possible. And I like the giant trait. I also like the intelligent trait. Anything that's beneficial will ultimately help us in the long run. So let's go ahead and start with that. I did a matrilineal marriage so that any children they have are of our bloodline. You can ransom this person. Is this person counting towards war score? They are not. You have no real benefit to me. You got 1 claim. No big deal. I would rather have the 50 gold, so I am going to ransom you off. Okay, you are idle now. If you move too far into territory without taking over a county, you see these skulls that it's telling you that you're going to lose troops every time you move into that area. So you have to take over all the territories on your way in. Otherwise, you're just going to get attritioned to the point that it is unsustainable. I don't care about these hooks. A lot of these hooks I think I just got generically. All right, we took over that county. Let's take over this one. These are the actual war goal, so I definitely want to take over these counties first. Everything else is kind of gravy. All right, that reduces some of my stress, which is perfect. If we look at the war score, we will see that occupying counties is one of the reasons. Once I get all the objectives, you'll see this start ticking along. Okay, we have a new learning ability. We're going for Scholar. All right, that was dumb of him to move back there. So we are going to intercept and decimate them. And we're going to do it again. Okay, so now I've taken over all 3 counties here. And that does give me all the objective, which is what's highlighted in light purple. And we will see this start to tick up over time. So I could either wait and just hold those territories until I get to a war score of 100%, or I could just keep taking more and more and more until I get to 100%. Or do more battles. They're all kind of viable options. So I am running low on supply here. That happens when you are in enemy territory. So I am going to split my army in half. So I'm under this supply limit of these territories, and then just sit here for a while and replenish my supplies, which I was actually just over the supply limit of that territory. So I'm going to have to split again and move again, which is fine. I am going to try to boot this army real quick before moving it back. Okay, we are no longer low on supply. I'm going to let these guys fill up pretty much all the way before merging them back together. And then I have to do the same thing with this army because he's starting to get low on supply. All right, we are well supplied. Let's look at, while I'm doing this, look at my son. Let's see his education focus. It is a learning focus, which is fine because I do want to focus on innovations and getting all these innovations unlocked. Because remember, our long-term goal is to move towards feudalism. And in order to do that, I need to reform the church. In order to reform the church, in order to do feudalism, I need all those tribal innovations unlocked. And I also need to reform my faith. So I'm going to do as much of that as possible. Let's see, do we have all the holy sites? We do. I need a little more faith. If he can not die for long enough to do this, I can knock that off the list. I can reform the faith and be done with that, which would be ideal. But I don't know for sure if that is what's going to happen. All right, so let's split this army up. Okay, you can move here. You can move here, and you could stay here. And then we'll reinforce these guys. I don't care if you're mad at me. Okay, my daughter gave birth to a son. That does not change our succession. So we are good. These supplies are starting to rebuild. I'm gonna, like I did with the other one, I'm gonna do the same thing. Let these supplies build back up. We're almost done with this war anyway. We're at 92% already. Oh boy. I'm on death's doorstep. It is not good. So let's try to finish this war before I kick off. There we go. We'll disband our troops. I think we could just hang on to this other title for now. All right, is there a way to make reforming the faith less expensive? I don't think so, but I just want to click through these and check. Because if I could reform it like the cheapest possible, which it looks like is already kind of selected here. Yes. Okay. So that's cheapest reformation possible. All right. Who else? Is in my line of fire? It looks like over here. All these little territories can become mine. I could seize this. And I will. I mean, it's just overkill at this point. Having this many people march onto this territory. Let's take a look at our prisoners. We have a lot of them. Is there anybody worth keeping for any reason? Oh, we have somebody with consumption in the prison. That's not good. Near death, so I'm not worried about that. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anybody. We got a giant here. Might want to hang on to this person. Just because we could force them to marry somebody. This person has some crazy high learning. Is there anybody else? Not that I could see, so I'm gonna ransom everybody else in a mass action. Everybody I can, anyway. Oh, seized fine sword. Okay, let's look at that. Let's open our inventory. So we have a fine warhammer. There's also a fine sword, gives more raid speed. I don't think we're not doing any raiding, so I don't think we need to worry about that. I'm going to repair this armor. And what we got going on in the royal court? Man, I really don't like... All right, I'm just going to go with that. Serialize elsewhere. I don't want to hold a court right now. All right, let's see what else we can do. I want to take over this area. And I'd rather conquer the duchy. That'll give me all of that territory. So we're going to do that. We are going to set the rally point to here. We're going to raise all. And we're going to stop this guy. Hopefully. Okay, I am infirm. That's not good. We have some discontented peasantry, which I'm not worried about. We can easily stop them. All right, so I'm going to split this army in half and then in half again. We're going to put half here. I'm going to put half here. And that should be it. There's really nowhere else they can go. Hopefully we get this all done before my guy dies. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's look back at our prisoner situation. I apparently have a lot of prisoners again. From all these sieges, I'm sure. So I want to sort by learning. Huh. The guy must have died. There was one in here that had a high learning that was I thought it was a guy. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was this person. I am going to recruit you. Let's look for people with crazy high stats. Not crazy high, but 19 is not bad. I am going to recruit you. You have some military traits. I think it is fair to recruit you as well. And then we had a giant here. I think I want to leave him in prison. I can't demand conversion. I'll just get a weak hook and recruit. Okay, that should be everybody I want out of the prison. Betrothed can marry. Why did I do this? I don't know. But whatever. I guess we will do that anyway, even though it runs the risk of genetic defects. Looks like we have some prisoners that could be ransomed. Let's pop back in the prisoner menu here. Okay, there's nobody else worth anything or with any stats that I care about. So let's ransom the two that can be ransomed. Okay, I just took over. All right, let's see here. So just won both those sieges. Let's move up here and finish this last one. We did take a prisoner in the siege. Looks like a potentially good military person. So I am going to recruit them. Let's ransom everybody else. And then we're just going to bulk release everybody. Okay, we did complete that. We do need to hand out some of these titles. We are getting a little heavy on the title front. I don't mind being like 1 or 2 over on the holdings, but once you get too high over, I like handing out to family members just to keep the dynasty growing and going strong. So I want to look for not ruler. And all right. So do we have anybody that stay? I'd prefer people with inheritable traits, if possible. But they have to be male. It's my grandson. He's intelligent and has a bunch of traits, so I think it's safe to hand these over. And that's fine for now. Okay, we do have a faction forming. How far away is it from demanding? 4 months. And that is over here. So that is Mao. I think I'll stand up the military in about a month or two when it is ready to pop. Yeah, 1 month. Okay, there's 1 month left. Let's put our flag here. Raise everybody here. Okay, we've actually lost piety, which is a little crazy, but all right, let's see how we're doing on the innovations. We are 7 years away. All right, so we are making progress. It's just slow and steady. We have a crazy amount of learning. Nope. Okay, they should get just absolutely destroyed, and they did. Put them in prison. And we have enough champions, it looks like. But it never hurts to have a couple extra, because some of these guys are really bad. So I'd prefer... What's nice about rebellions, and this is kind of the little trick I use here, the rebellions give you a potentially good military person. So I always think it's beneficial to kind of take them over. This guy's pretty good. Let's convert you and recruit you. I don't know what's up with you. High learning. I don't need you for anything, though. I'll take the money. Okay, so this guy could potentially become a physician. And this guy will become Luogan. So if I go into here, Luogan, 14. Much better than one of these like 0 skill people down here. Looks like I will get the scholar trait before I kick off. I don't think I'll be around much longer, but let's see what that does. Gives us some extra learning, a lot of extra learning, a lot of development growth. Speaking of development, one of the things we need is to get our capital to 10 development in order to change to feudalism. We're at 7, and it looks like we are making some progress forward. Did I never... Okay, I remarried, but my spouse is not showing up here. That's weird. I'm not sure why she's not showing up here. She should be. All right, so we are increasing development. We are doing this. This gives us more piety, which isn't gonna work out for us in the end, I don't think. I should probably focus on converting these counties. It'll take a long time. And then house control. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Let's start increasing control in some of these counties. Where are we at on emperor title? I need one more. So if I could take one more county. And this one looks like a potential good one to take. Nope. Can't take that. Can take this. So if I am quick enough, and I can do this before my character dies, which is not a guarantee because I'm pretty sure he's on the way out any moment now. I might be able to look at that. Okay, disband all. We can make the emperor title. Perfect. So now we are an emperor. Managed to pull that off just in the nick of time. So now we can have kings as our vassals and clean up a lot of this like tiny piddly stuff. So I want our family to be pretty much in charge of everything. So I think next time I go to war with this guy, I can do a subjugation war and get all of that territory in one swoop. But what I do want to do is make. Yeah, see, this guy's not family. So all these different areas that are in different kingdoms, like the Kingdom of Mali, I only need to hold the Kingdom of Guinea. So all these other kingdoms I don't necessarily need. But I do want my family to be on all of the thrones. So that's kind of the next step here. Probably after we inherit, I do want to start. I don't think I want to do it yet because they might become too powerful and have too much military compared to mine. So that when my new character inherits the throne, it potentially creates an issue where they might rebel against him really easily. Whereas right now they're all split up, and all these little vassals individually are only small 1,000 troops, 900 troops, 500 troops, versus my massive army. So I think I'll wait until my next character. Hybrid culture. Let's see. So this is one of the new mechanics. I'm not overly familiar with it. You can merge two different cultures together. Um, let's see what we can do here. I don't know if I want rating. Yeah, a lot of these aren't that good. I think I'm gonna want to merge with a different culture than this. It would be nice to get these for free, these innovations. Less stress. Vassal limit could be nice. As I get bigger, having a higher vassal limit could be very beneficial. I might actually take that. Your heritage. Okay. I wonder if I can merge again or if like it's a one-time thing. I'll have to look that up. I'm not going to do that yet just because I want to be able to merge again if I need to. And I don't want to put myself in a position where I can't. So let's take a quick look here. We are making some progress towards where do I want to go? I want to go here. I want to commission an artifact. And I think I want to do. Oh, we have. Oh, that's what we've already put up on display. I'm going to do a book because I have not made a book yet. And maybe that's the last thing I can do before I kick off. Um, there we go. Get some extra piety. Let's hand off this territory over here, by the way. I don't need this for anything. And I'd rather not inherit it if I don't have to. My nephew, he can have this. Enjoy. When we became an emperor, we got one more holding. So, and then if we get this, no, okay. There is, yeah, here, ledger. We get +1 domain limit. So I kind of want to keep around 7 or 8. I want the book. I think, we'll just do that. I'd rather have a higher quality book regardless of what it is. I can always make another book down the road. My player heir can become my ward. Oh, my daughter is a leper. Drastic measures. Oh, botched treatment. That's not good. You're forgiven. It's just a daughter anyway. It's fine. Okay. I wish our piety would go up a little bit quicker. I only need this much more. I'm gonna do this. Anything that can make the artifact better, I'm gonna choose that option. Is there anything else? I don't want to spend the gold. I have more gold, and I want to build more things, but I want to leave some in reserve in case I need it for an event that pops up. That could make it a lot worse. So I'm gonna say to the library. That's not good. That's pretty. I'm gonna go with this, even though it stresses me out. I will call a hunt and immediately lose that stress. Novice hunter. Okay, we did make a book. Doesn't go under trinkets though. What does that go under? Over here, apparently. Okay, 10 prestige a month. And some extra lifestyle experience. Not the best, but not terrible. All right, I'm trying to let everything tick down a little bit right now. I do have offensive wars really high. It's negative 44 right now. So because I'm gonna die soon, I don't want my heir to have to deal with a huge offensive war penalty. So I'm just kind of not going to war right now, to let things tick down. I think I'm gonna seek the aid of the spirits. Do a grand offering. My antiquarian died. We got the tree spirit blessing, which is a medium health boost. I don't know how beneficial that's going to be, but we will try. Do I have a physician? I do not want to lose my cat. Let's take a look and see if I have a physician. I do. She's really bad at the job. You're good at the job, so let's appoint you. Do we have... Uh-oh. She gone. Let's host a feast to recover from... Oh! I gained piety. I did not realize that could be a thing that happens. Does that let me reform the faith? Not quite. All right, is there any way... Yeah, I don't really care. Just click a button. and be done with it. Just lower stress. Is there anything I can do to increase my... Oh, this increases stress big time. I can't afford that right now. I gotta wait for this activity to end. Until next time, let's pet the cat. Lower the stress. All right, I don't have anything right now. Yeah, I'm getting close. I just gotta organize the faith. So close, yet so far. All right, is there any interaction I could do that will increase my piety? All right, let's take a look here. Marry our daughter off matrilineally. See if we can... Ooh, Herculean. I like it. Let's do that. Wait, is she the one I just married off? Maybe. You can become my vassal. I don't even know where that was at. I didn't even look. Okay, so we are looking for a way. Is there any way to get more piety? I will do this for now. I want to try to get as much piety as possible, as fast as possible. I'm almost getting to the point where I can do that diligence thing. I might do Royal Court just on the off chance I can get a piety boost somewhere in there. I don't even know if that's a thing. Let's grant that vassal. Yeah, I don't think there's anything I can do. Let's hold court. We can gain court grandeur, which will let me... I can't go any higher. So there's not much of a point in getting more court grandeur. Yeah, I'm not seeing any real benefit to it. Or I can say make me an artifact. And I like that option. What did we make anything? Okay, prestige per month. It's an inventory artifact. So that's maybe an accessory. I'll have to check that out. Cultural acceptance stuff. Yeah, let's do that. And this is my rival. I mean, there's no downside to that. I lose some court grandeur, but as we mentioned, it's not really... I don't think there's any benefit to it. All right, let's look at our inventory. And we now have a trinket we can equip. It's perfect. Can we appoint an antiquarian from here? It looks like we can. Now, I just spent like all of our money. Let's do faithful. Let's try to push it in this last little bit we got here. I'm gonna have to keep checking this thing like all the time. I don't think I'm gonna make it, but I'm gonna try. Okay, so I can develop the capital. Oh, if I go on a pilgrimage, I don't have money now. Pilgrimage would give me more piety. I'm gonna do this anyway, just because I have the wiggle room on the stress. All right, let's see. Development growth on the capital. It's going up every month by a fair amount, 3.6 per month. It's pretty good. All right, I can unpin her. She's dead. I do want to go on a pilgrimage if I can get a little bit of gold banked up. What's going on here? I don't want to lose gold. I need the gold. $77 faith. All right, let's try to go on a pilgrimage. Oh, let's see. Minimum cost 250. Yeah, I don't know if I want to do that. We definitely want diligent. Diligent's a great trait. So I want to get to a minimum of 250 gold to go on a pilgrimage. Fingers crossed. Just hoping I hold out. Let's assign my nephew. Okay, I'm at 250. Let's go on a pilgrimage. Time to depart. I'll make a little money along the way. 31. That gives me a little more piety. I think I need to get to 4150, right? Yes, perfect. Okay, so now I can reform the faith too. Okay, so the faith has been reformed. Okay, this is going to be challenging for sure. Okay, so we made a lot of progress here, I think. We have reformed the faith. We have pretty much done everything we needed to do to go feudal, except for get all the innovations. So let's see. Okay, so he is converted over as well to the organized faith. All right, for when I inherit. Okay, so we have become an emperor. We have reformed the faith, and we are on track to get that 70% innovations pretty quickly. I think even when because my next character is also focused on learning, that he's gonna do pretty well with learning and push that forward. So I'm thinking maybe with the next guy we might actually hit feudal times. So thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one.